in my last video I said that the Fitbit only did a hike feature as I walked around the forest. It pays really to look at your apps and pays to look through your features of your products, because actually one of the settings, if you go into the exercise mode on the app for the Fitbit Surge, you look through, there's actually more exercise. Now I'd already added a golf one just to show a customer at work. Didn't look at it properly and actually found there is actually also a walk one. So I've replaced my hike with walk instead. So now I've got a walk, so the next time I go out, if I can be bothered to get out of bed or get out of the room, will be to actually go for a walk instead and see what that does. I mean, the only thing the hike did, it brings up a GPS on the Surge, and then the GPS gives you a map of where you've been, so it tells you your distance walked, stride length, that sort of stuff. So it's quite interesting, to be honest with you, and I just wanted to see if the GPS worked, which it did. It worked perfectly. So I shall be doing that, and it's given me more incentive to do a 40-minute walk. I mean, I do 40 minutes sometimes over the day when I wasn't ill, lonely, whatever. But now it actually gives you a proper time. You have a target and you look at it and you think, well, I haven't quite done it yet. Okay, as you know, the title of these videos is mainly about depression and, as I've explained before, an experiment to help me deal with and occupy my mind. I'm not going to go into that too much if I can. I've explained it all before. Those of you that follow the channel will know that at the start of May I did something very stupid, irrational and unintentional. Now this changed my life and future forever, and the one of the person who would have been with me throughout it. So as far as my future is concerned, it's not going to be the one I wanted or planned for and looked forward to. So I'm not really going to think about it. Whatever it is, it will be. It just won't ever be what I wanted it to be. As far as a vlog goes, it means there are certain places, events, things that were going to be filmed and happen that are no longer going to be possible to do so. None of that is down to you guys. That's all me. So I can't really fix or help what's going on in here, but I can try and affect what's going on up here. The future for me, I don't know, in 6 months, a year maybe, I don't know. Don't know where it's going. As I said, wherever it does go, it's definitely not going to be what I wanted it to be and where I wanted it to go. You know, miracles, luck, things like that happen. Anything can change, I suppose. If it does, I'll let you know and see how that goes, really. But I will keep doing these blogs. The content will include the mental illness stuff, of course. It's not something that I'm going to shy away from. I'm still going to talk about it. The main reason for me doing them still is you, the audience. You know, the audience gives me a reason to get out of bed and stop playing around, thinking things through and doing nothing and feeling bad all the time. That includes, you know, going to bed at night, cuddling this fella. I can do that at night on my own, but I shouldn't really be doing it during the day. So the daytimes I want to try and get to do other things. Obviously I want to get back to work as soon as I can, as soon as I feel better. And then the rest of it will be, you know, just getting out and doing things, and the blog giving me something to do. The blog's always had that purpose of giving me something to do when I was alone, or when I had something planned to do. Give us a plan to go and do something, or a plan or sitting around and doing something when I was on my own. Of recent, there's been an awful lot of the stuff I've had to sort of edit out of the blogs. Stuff that it's really, I don't want to bring you down with, and stuff that you don't really want to get, you know, trivial with. Some of the videos, the more recent ones, like the Pugathon video, I had to cut about 7 or 8 minutes out of that, which really I thought wasn't necessary for you to see. And you know, the end video came out fine anyway, so that was okay. As always, I'm open to suggestions about what to film. So there's comment boxes below, obviously. So if you use them, please do fill something in, give me a suggestion. Even if it's a question you want me to talk about, something you ask, or something, as I said, you want to see me in a film, I don't know, anything at all really. I don't want you to get to the end of these films and feel sad or worse than when you started watching them at the beginning. So I am sorry if I struggle to smile occasionally, but you know, that's sort of just as things are, I suppose, at the moment. One of the things I've learned through working through retail for 28 odd years is that you get to put on a brave face, or you get to hide things. What starts at home stays at home, and what starts at work stays at work. So if you have a really, really bad day at home, or you've had a bad week, whatever, it's not your customer's fault when you go to work. So you can talk to them and they have no idea what's going on, no idea of how you're feeling or anything like that. That's sort of the purpose of that. Same goes for work. If you have a really, really bad day at work, it's not your family's fault when you get home, so you don't take it out on them. So you might speak about it and you might talk about it, but you wouldn't really want them to be brought down by it. And that's the same with these vlogs. And the way I take to the vlogs is, yes, okay, I'm not that brilliant in here. I'm not going to be for some time, but that shouldn't affect what you watch and shouldn't affect the way I act with you in the videos and stuff that I do here. So there's a very good lesson to be learned that some stuff you just need to sort of put away, put aside for now, get on with whatever else you're going to do, and there is a different time for whatever else is going on in your mind. But please stick with me. This is a journey. It's a bit like a diary. So, you know, I'm going to be down a lot of the time. Some of the times, obviously, with the illness. The purpose of that is to share what the illness is like. But I also want to go on about other things, film chit-chat, general stuff, products, things that are not about depression, not about anxiety. So we'll see how it goes. But please stick with me. Subscribe, like, as I said, comment, do whatever you can. And let's just keep it going and see what happens, you know. Okay, so that's about 49-50 minutes on the Fitbit, and I did 2.15 miles at 23 minutes a mile, but then I might not, you know, the best for walking. Also, you'll notice in my videos recently, a lot of them I've been adding clips of the local area. Now these are clips I filmed at quite a while ago. A few months ago I filmed these clips on my old camcorder, which is mainly why the quality isn't that good on them, but it's just sort of a fill-in, so sort of stuff that I've got a big bulk of clips that I can put into these videos to fill in the gaps and just to liven it up a bit rather than just having fades and things. 50 minutes walking and no liquid. Now I must add that I don't get paid or endorsed for any of the products I feature. What I feature is what I've just bought or what I like the look of. If it's nice, I'll tell you it's nice. If it's not nice, I'll tell you it's not nice. But I will also put links down below. Same goes for toys for the kids and stuff like that. It's stuff that I use or stuff that I get, they use, or they get, that is just featured in the blog, as I said, something for me to talk about. Of course, on top of that, if anybody does ever fancy giving me anything, if you want to send me something that you want me to review or to feature or something you want me to put in the blogs, then by all means contact me and let me know, and I will do that gladly. I've always said, always wanting some things to talk about other than things I had planned previously. Thanks very much for watching today. Sorry if I've gone on a bit earlier. It was just how I feel, and you know how the vlogs are going to go in the future. I don't mean any disrespect or any harm to anybody by it. Things are what they are now. Things haven't always been that way, but sometimes you meet people that affect you in different ways. The great thing about being human and being alive is that you've got memories, and yes, with depression and anxiety and all sorts of mental illnesses, things get blurred along the way. You think things you shouldn't do, but memories are a great thing. You can still carry those with you. Things, as I said, it could be things from 20 odd years ago, it could be things from the last 5 years or whatever. There's a lot to be said about what you can and cannot remember, and be thankful for what you've had.